Guess who's back? Striker in his pink shirt. And I've decided to visit LMB at Sandomir. How's it, Lance?
Nice surprise, Joe. You
Oh.
just rocked up this morning. We didn't know you were coming.
Yeah, I parachuted in. I was so happy with the sevens. We won the sevens on Sunday.
Well done.
So
Yeah.
yeah, good. So I'm sitting here at Lance's posse here in Sandomir, and you in Cape Town, Striker.
Yes, I've just come off the blue train. What a trip. I'd recommend it. A bit pricey, but I would recommend it. Do it once in your life.
Yeah, but you got the money because you must have got a good comp from Fatal Flaw.
Still waiting though.
Great ride, yeah, well
Yeah,
done.
she's shitting.
Thank
right?
you. Yeah, a lot of people are I mean, like afterwards it looks so easy, but you still gotta make the call, are you gonna be positive out the stalls? Are you gonna lead? Are you gonna, but anyway, good filly and it worked out.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's obviously good, eh?
she's very good. Probably the third best 3-year-old filly in South Africa.
Who's the second?
Quid pro quo.
Who's the first?
Hong Kong.
Keep
Okay.
trying, Joe. Keep trying.
I should have seen that.
You couldn't see that coming. Okay, listen, all the viewers, thanks for always watching and supporting us. Support Soccer Shop, and enjoy the podcast. Let's go. We're going to do as a bonus. We're doing it a bit late this week because we're only going to focus on the 3 graded races in the Cape, and then we're going to tip chunks of winners at Turffontein on Monday because Striker has got some great rides, funnily enough.
Betting's out for Monday.
Betting's out for
Jason,
Monday on
got it.
soccershop.bet. They lead with the betting. They lead with the prices. And I've recently found out from Zitzman,
They lead with the payments.
They lead with the payments. Right. Let's start with the Victress Stakes, the grade 3 for fillies, mares and older, over 1,800. 5 horses have turned up because of the sale of Red Palace. Let's not try and divulge why they sell. There's been a lot of changes in the Cape in the last 72 hours. A lot of changes. I'm hearing rumors. But anyway, Red Palace is no longer with Candice Bass. The filly is going to Dean Kannemeyer. It's a 5-horse field. Pierre.
Good thing. Sarki, number 4. Well handicapped, stable form. Good thing.
Yeah, Lance and them have got her at 15-10. And last week I went against Asia Pambile because I thought the even money and lower was the wrong price. But I do agree with you. I think Sarki at 15-10, you've got to believe if they run this race 10 times, she'll win 7 of them, and that gives you profit.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, once Saki's 15-10, you must know the quality of the field is not too good. She was at best an average horse in Durban, so
Yeah.
in KZN. So it's a really weak field. I'm finding it hard to take 15-10 or to even entertain 15-10 about this mare. I'm going to lean towards Gold Poker Game. I think it's not far behind. I know the pullers with Saki, but my first choice is going to be Gold Poker Game.
Really, they're all running the same race last time. All these
Yeah.
horses met last time, eh?
And she's 6-1. I just think
Oh,
type of race you could get the pace not be right. There's a lot of ifs and buts. I would take this on.
okay. That's interesting.
Same way I was going to take on Fatal Flaw.
Oh, you're so funny. Okay, look, it isn't really a race to get overly punting because you can do your cash in this race.
Purely because there's 5 horses, pace will be a factor. And the favorite, the price, will it stand up? Most probably, but is it a bet? Not for me, no.
Okay, I think it's a bet because it is such a weak field, and Andre's in form at the moment.
He is.
And I think, like I said, if they run the race 10 times, she'll win 7 of them, maybe 6 of them. Right, let's go to the male version of what happened last week. As shit as the previous race is with only 5 runners, what a great race this is. Okay? Pierre, you're not parachuting in to ride the winner of the male Cape Guineas, so we'll let
No,
Lance.
I'm suspended actually, eh?
Oh, otherwise you would have ridden.
Well, I was offered Lance's horse, the specialist, but after his last run, obviously, I think Sean was a bit disappointed with his effort and decided not to go to Cape Town.
Yeah. Okay. So, Lance, what are you thinking?
Okay, the Guineas, on the face of it, looks like a boat race. One stripe, a worthy favourite. I see it's 8.5 to 10. And then you got Heather's Boy coming up from Gauteng. My question is, how much better or worse is Heather's Boy than Greater Rix? And if he's better than Greater Rix, he might have a small chance of toppling one stripe. So, just to keep it short and sweet, I prefer one stripe to Heather's Boy. The betting is 8.5 to 10, 5 to 2. But I don't think the race ends there. I think there are one or two that have run close up. Snaith has a great record in this race, not to mention Marshall, who's got an even better record. But I think it's a race you can get something past. But if you put a gun to my head, I prefer one stripe way ahead of Heather's Boy. That's my opinion.
Pierre?
To me, good thing once again. Number one stripe. Not only is it well handicapped in this field, but it's run on the track. It's drawn one. It's just got so much in its favor. It ticks all the boxes. Heather's Boy. I've heard the jocks talk about who's better, Heather's Boy or Great Tricks, so there's probably not a lot between them. I was offered Bjorn Onside from Johan van Vieren, and he obviously rates horse. I heard Boundless Energy is a top horse, but I just think currently drawn one, winning everything. I asked Gavin how does he rate the horse, and he said really, really good. So I know 8 to 10 to me is a bit short. I mean, you've got young horses, up and coming horses. You don't know who's going to improve at later in stage or early. But I still think one stripe banker hard to beat.
I think he's met stronger than Heather's Boy's met. I mean, the run before last, he ran second, I think, to one of Snaith's horses. And on that day, he ran to a merit rating of in the 120s odd or the 160s. He's definitely, in my opinion, run to a lot better than Heather's Boy, but Mark wouldn't be taking Heather's Boy for fun, so you got to respect that much. But that's how I see the race.
So realistically, I disagree with both of you. And I think if I'm wrong, then it's okay, because I'm going to get to see one stripe really progress through the ranks. He's already rated 118. I mean, how much higher can he go? How much more has he got in the tank? Same as in football, in racing, I always valued a player that went to other teams, played in other jurisdictions. And I think Snaith's going to run big races here with Great Plains. The fact that he took this horse to Durban, I mean, you just become a little bit more match hardy if you've travelled. One stripe's done nothing wrong, but it's only campaigned in the Cape for whatever reasons. Great Plains has been to Durban. 8 on 18s, I think, probably 400 meters too short, but I think that's a really good horse. The Cock, yeah, why is he taking Heather's Boy there? I like Great Plains. He's a big price. He's 9 to 1. I think he's a big runner, this gelding. And I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up rated 116 as opposed to one stripe winning. What are they going to do to it? Make it like a 130? I mean, that's madness, right? I wouldn't be taking 8 to 10 one stripe. I'd be delighted if the horse won, because we love champions, absolutely. But as a betting proposition, not for me. Way too short. I think there's improvement in the other horses. So, yeah, I'm going with Great Plains each way.
Yeah, there's a lot of depth if you look properly. I mean, Boundless Energy looks a really nice horse. Sail the Seas could be anything, although in my opinion, he could be a Derby horse. So, you know what, it's a great race. If they flop their lines, it's anybody's guess. It's not It's not a two-horse race by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it isn't. And I mean, apart from his third last start when he won the nursery, I mean, he's been campaigning in really small fields this also. Now all of a sudden he bumps up and coming good, potentially good 3-year-olds. I just think 8 to 10 could be the right price on Monday morning, but not today. I think it's too short. I'd rather take 8 to 10 Great Plains to run a place, personally.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah. Right, let's move on to race 8. The Peninsula. Do you know what a peninsula is?
No.
China. That's why sometimes when you're in Cape Town and you're heading towards Durban, the sea's on your left, and sometimes the sea's on your right. It drives me absolutely tarty because I can never work out which direction I'm facing. But if I'm in Durban and I'm driving to Cape Town, the sea's always on my left.
Is that a joke? Or
No, that's what a peninsula is.
Oh, it depends how far you've been driving. Okay.
Yeah, no. Like you,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Cape Town,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
always richting
I'm
under
with you
pressure
now.
in Cape
I'm
Town.
with you now.
Have you looked at this race, Strikes?
I have, but it's a handicap. So
Yeah.
difficult. Sean Terry coming all the way from Joburg to have one runner litigation.
That's
Gavin's on it. I mean, we know Gavin gets a lot of time to pick off rides. So I don't know if this is something that we don't know, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Let me help you. Yeah. Litigation is raiding the Cape for the simple reason to try and rejuvenate him. Sean, in his own words, said that he's often taken horses that had earlier potential and are just not realizing their potential, and the Cape air and the Cape vibe has sparked them back into form. He didn't mention which horses, but he says that's his theory with litigation. He's hoping that this run brings him on and that he loves the Cape and enjoys the Cape and finds his best form again, and hoping to maybe look at the Met as a long-term option. But that's the reason.
So basically, he's not going to be quite ready for this race because you need time to acclimatize and be happy, you know. Okay.
100%. I'm just letting you know what he said. So if it wins, I don't know. Litigation's a funny horse. Sometimes he pops up most of the time when you least expect him to. But that's the reason for Sean taking him. If he wins, Sean will be over the moon.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
I'm more looking at an improved run and a rejuvenated fresh horse for later.
So what do you like? Don't tell me you like No Dinero.
Are we talking to me or to Pierre?
To you, either or.
Okay, go Pierre, you go first.
I'm leaning towards Triple Time.
Ooh. Okay. Richard for Snaith.
Yeah, the form's solid. Horse and distance form, only one, eh? Only one run. Joey?
Pierre,
Yeah.
only one run, course and distance.
Yeah. Look, I mean, Snake's got a strong hand, and Richard's the stable jockey. It must mean something. Maybe it's just a up and coming horse.
Okay. What are you going with, Lance? I found the winner anyway.
I don't know if I can say I found the winner, but I like Future Swing in a
Do
very
you?
open race, yeah.
Yeah, he's been okay, that horse, and Justin has got a strong hand in this race.
And I think he's underperformed for a while, and since his Oriental Charm run, he's kind of coming back to form. It's a very, very open race. What does the betting say, Joe?
Lance, you guys have got Future Swing favourite at 3-1.
Gee, I didn't know that.
But the money's come for the winner. And if it's not second run after arrest, it beats it. Then I've got to believe William Ironarm, who brings strong Johannesburg form. Very good 1800-meter form. His only 2 runs over 1800 ever were length and a half off Purple Pitcher and 3 lengths off Jordan. If Kanemaya's...
That wins, I'm going to vomit. I had a horse run second to this on debut called Donny. Everything behind that form line is won. Tony ended up a bleeder,
Yeah,
and Sean said to me it was one of his top horses. It ran second to this horse at 20-1 on debut
I
over
remember.
1600.
I remember.
Yeah, that's a
This was
Will you eat first, or you're going to chuck just
good.
this was had a huge reputation, William Arnholm.
huge
Huge.
reputation? I see they've shortened him 10-1 into 6-1. And look, I don't like second run after rest. I don't like drawn 10, but that doesn't matter because the Canamay horses come from off the pace anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, and don't forget Fatal Flaw for one from there.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
Let's not
yeah.
forget.
Yeah,
Never had the straighter one, huh?
like,
Okay. Do you know what? Funnily enough, I want to say, Greg, I know you're not watching, but I'm sure one of your staff are going to tell you about my compliment. And I'm going to have a small go now. When Humdinger won the Garden Province, they gave me a trophy, I swear, this big, which broke in half. The glue was shit. This oak's arrived with a Cape Guineas, Fillies Guineas trophy,
yeah.
which I'm telling you is a great race, but it's nothing like the Golden Province. The trophy is like this. It's got flowers in it. Beautiful. Well done, Cape Racing. I think
Yeah.
it's a really nice trophy, eh?
You actually feel proud carrying that around. That's true.
Yeah, well, mine, I felt very proud, but I had to go buy super glue to stick the thing back
Well,
together.
with Cape Racing taking over Natal, KZN soon, you'll get a bigger trophy next year.
Yeah, well, hopefully from your mouth. Go cars, big as bars. Right. I'm going for William Arnold. Lance is going for Future Swing. Striker's gone for Triple Time.
My Hiroshimic's Mucho Dinero. That's
Oh.
my Hiroshimic.
I can't have that also.
3 runs, course and distance, 2 wins. The Maya up. It's coming off a bit of a break. Touted to be a July winner a year ago.
Yeah, he was. Eh? Oh,
I'm gonna throw that in the mix.
you're going to throw that in the mix. Right, let's
Definitely.
flick over to Turfies. So we've got Turffontein on Monday, the 16th, which is, what's the day officially called?
It used to be the old Dingon's Day.
No, the
I don't know
actual
what it is
holiday
today.
in South Africa. There's a name for it.
No, I can look.
It's
I'll tell you now.
Reconciliation Day. If I'm not
It's the
mistaken.
day of reconciliation.
It's the day of reconciliation. It's also sad to say the day I lost my dad. So
And
we're dedicating our next preview to my dad. Right. First race of the day, Striker. No rides for you.
I just want to get the bit.
I think Tony will run 1-2. It's
Where are we going now, Joe?
baby race. Sorry?
Are we going on the Monday now?
It's baby races. Anything can happen. You don't really want to be taking short price horses. Short priced on 2-year-olds, do you? But Tony's 2 horses really look like they ran well enough on Summer Cup Day, and they'll probably win the race. I don't know if you think anything different.
Well, the money's going to tell you. There's nothing that we can tell anybody that they can't see for themselves. The runners that are most probably going to be favourite, 12-10 and 14-10 are both Tonys.
Yeah.
So for what it's worth, they look the horses to beat, but you never know with
You
the
never know.
horses.
You never
don't know what's in the field.
Do you have a thought in the race? Yeah. No.
No idea.
Right. Race 2. Great race. 2,400 meters. You Oaks have tipped Explosive Bond. I've tipped Explosive Bond.
Can you take evens in this race is the question?
Can you take Evans Explosive Bond in this race? You go first, Lance. I think you can, but you go first.
Okay, 53 last time, now carrying 61 kilos.
Less a kilo and a half.
Doesn't say it in the book, so she doesn't give the kilo in this.
But yeah, it does. Maybe it doesn't. Okay.
Well, I don't know.
It doesn't. Okay. It's a big, it's a lot of pudding, right?
I think it's a whole hell of a lot of pudding, but it's the worthy favourite on 4. But I don't know if I can take evens though, but it's a worthy favourite, 4-1 United Council, which does look like the second choice. I'm not keen on this race, guys. If I had to put anybody into anything, it would be One Religion.
Okay.
And I would load up here. Not that it's part of the exotics, but I would I would put horses in the quartet. I would look for a bit of a Hiroshimic result here. That's my opinion.
I predict we get scratchings because some of these horses clearly in the race to prop it up, which I totally understand. I mean, Pretty in Pearls is rated 29 points under
Yeah.
Explosive Bond. I mean, she's like shouldn't even be there. I think even money. I think Jason's got the betting right. Would I take even money? Probably better off just taking exact 1 or 2 boxes because I think they'll run first and second. The rest of the field, I can't see how they get anywhere close to.
I mean, even One Religion's about 18 points off.
Yeah,
the favorite.
yeah. What do you think, Pierre?
I've been tipping Explosive Bond 3-4 races in a row because she's been handicapped to win and she's just not winning. Now it's an actual handicap, so I'm gonna go with number 2, United Council.
Okay, you're going against Explosive Bond this week.
Yeah, because it's a handicap. She's been handicapped to win, but she can't win. So I'm gonna now she's in a handicap, so I'm going against her.
Yeah, fair enough. Listen,
I like that.
It's a 2-horse race.
I like that thinking. I think it's a race that.
Yeah.
That's
You definitely don't want to be. You guys don't want to be taking evens.
You don't want to be all in on Explosive Bond. That's my.
No, I agree. Okay, let's move on to race number 3. Great race. This. I'll tell you why it's a great race because I think this is the first form line to come out of a very special maiden on Summer Cup Day, and I am going to go first, and I am going with Espinosa. I'm very disappointed because my mate Striker told me that he'd ask for the ride next time, and I see that it's been
very annoyed. I've asked for the ride.
No, he's riding on.
I asked for the ride because I rode it last time, and as you all agreed, in a strong maiden. I rode him over the wrong distance because he's speedy. He's more 1,000-meter horse. He was drawn on the wrong side of the track. Okay, he's drawn on the wrong side of the track again. And obviously this is a much weaker field. So apparently the owners had Gavin booked, which obviously makes me think that the trainer's got no balls to say to the owner, hey, the guy rode in a strong field, give him another chance. So really annoyed.
This isn't an attack on Gavin. This is just a situation that is unfair.
Yeah.
You should retain the ride, right?
Exactly. You ride it in the wrong race, a strong race, wrong draw, wrong distance, and you give the trainer the feedback and you say to the trainer, please, I'd like to ride the horse in the next race, put it in the right distance, put it in a weaker normal maiden, and you're going to win, and then you get jocked off. So, it's really annoying. And I mean, some of the public think we just jump on and off, or we get rides as we pick. It doesn't happen. And you obviously want people to be loyal or to have the balls to say, let's stick to what the guy that rode it last time in the wrong race. Give him another chance, but obviously they don't have it. But anyway, it looks the right horse. It looks a horse to win.
Does look the right horse.
I don't know why you're saying that. It's gone from a 6 to a 5 furlong. So a horse that looks like he wants more ground.
He's very speedy, Lance. Very speedy, and he stops.
Coming back in distance.
Listen,
some horses can come back in distance and win.
He really told me that day because obviously Hong Kong's a machine, but Hong Kong beat this horse by 6. So he told me that day. He said to me, "Listen, I rode this horse. We'll win next time out." And
all right, well, I can't see that on paper. So
fair enough, and that's why our podcast is the most popular podcast.
Yeah, this podcast is going to enlighten a lot of clients, but on the face of it, this horse I can't have. It's run 5 times. It's now back. They've tried 1,000, 1,006. Now back to 1,000. His 1,000-meter form is not great. I would have thought extra. I know the Hong Kong form is very strong. I should say the field is very strong. The form will be tested today.
Correct.
So I'm not all in on Espinosa, not for the Hong Kong story, but just for the horse's form. I think they're battling with this horse.
So what are you going to go with?
Well, I don't really have a strong fancy, but I'm going to go with the horse that run behind one of my horses.
Yeah.
Can You Dance?
Can You Dance, baby?
But as a hallelujah. I just think there's first timers in this race. Sean's got a Futura, which is also 1,000 meter, will be way too short. I don't know the breed that Mark's got. What horse is that?
It's
Nyquist. Inquist.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do. I see he's got Sasiba up, and then you got, obviously, for me, the first choice would be the number 8, Jet Karari. That would be my very first choice in the race if I was to have a bet.
That's Tony for the Fahab family and Jared Penny in the irons.
23.9, 400 to finish, speed rating of 51. It's going to come on plenty. It's been, for me, that's the horse to beat.
Yeah, look, I don't discuss other owners' horses with Tony. It's not my style. So I don't know where this horse sits in the pecking order, but obviously Tony will know. And if this horse does run within 6 tenths of Hong Kong, then it'll beat Espinosa. But I'm sticking with Espinosa. I think Espinosa will win.
I'll say good luck to whoever backs that.
Okay, well, that's what you said about Hong Kong as well, fun there.
I did. But there I had a form line to work with. Yeah, I'm just going on
But
the
we
basis.
don't only have 4. We've got a genius jockey, a comedian.
And you had run once, you made the improvement. So
Right, race 4, guys. We're going to fly through this now. Race 4, we'll let Pierre go first because he's riding the favourite. And I didn't like this horse until I heard its winning interview. And Grant said, now that he's won, I expect this horse to kick on. And to be fair, he won, and then he ran a nice race post-maiden, and now the striker's riding him. What are you thinking, Pierre?
Yeah, look at his handicap, so everyone's got a chance. But at 1,400 meters, you want to be Turffontein stands out. You want a good draw, and he's drawn 4, so he's got a very nice draw. I was quite surprised. I mean, he won his maidens when I won on him, but it was sort of an average maiden.
Yeah.
But on his last run, he obviously made huge improvement. And maybe like Grant says, he's now kicking in to become a proper horse. On his last run, I think he's the right horse. He's a horse to follow in this field.
Yeah, because he looked like he was going to be disappointing. And I sort of half brassed. And then when he won, I remember the interview, and I remember Grant saying, we've got on top of him now, and we expect nice things from this horse, and I think he'll win again. I really do. I think he'll follow up.
He also behaved quite nicely last time, because obviously I watched him. When the time before when I rode him, he was a handful. So maybe he's just, mentally starting to mature as well.
Yeah, Striker and I are both on bus stop in Hounslow. What about you?
Yeah, I think it's the horse to beat. I see it's 5-2 favourite. I see they got Blizzard Snow 3-1 and Just Val 4-1. So
I can't have Blizzard Snow with 60.5 kilos.
And even though Rachel takes off 1.5 on Rattlebag,
no, I think this horse will win again, and Striker will be the number 1 box.
Yeah, I think the key to this whole horse is Striker. So
to a lot of horses, funnily enough.
Well, not to LMB.
Have a chirp.
But to this horse, definitely. So
okay. Right, let's get on to the progress plate. Let's steer them in the right direction here. I'll go first. The truth is I can't have the specialist or Storm Brasco. What's that? The truth is I can't have the specialist. So I can't have the bottom 3.
Storm Brasco may not run, eh?
Okay, so he's a prop up there, right?
No, he's just saying he may not run. And if he runs, he shouldn't bother the specialist.
Okay. I don't know what's happened with the specialist, but he's looking like a horse that runs way too often now, in my opinion. I don't want to offend anyone, but I can't have the specialist. I think number 1 and 2 will fight it out. And I do think Taxi to the Moon is progressive sufficiently, even though carrying 60 kilos, to justify his quite high rating of 107. And I think Taxi to the Moon will beat Red Bomber. Pierre?
I don't know. Taxi to the Moon seems very speedy, so I'm not sure if that's his game, the 1,400. And this is the progress plate, so I'm going with the best handicap horse, and I'm going to stick with the specialist. I just think that every run will sort of make him turn the corner, you know. Yeah, I'm going with the specialist.
Interesting. Lance, you labeled this thing last time.
Yeah, I did, but he did bump his head and his tooth was bleeding at the end of the race. So I'm putting a line through the last run.
Well, you can get 4-1 the specialist.
Yeah, well, his form hasn't been great. You've got to put a line through his last run. I think this is his D-day, if that's the right terminology. He's got to pick it up. Sean said his gallop the other day was really good, the best it's been since he's had it. But he's at a bit of a quandary with this horse, but he thinks this could be his race to get his confidence back.
Look, Pierre's probably right. There's pace in the race with Taxi to the Moon, which is going to let the specialist settle. Truth will be up there. So maybe the specialist can run at them. But
yeah, listen, I think like Pierre, I'm giving him a chance again. I'm putting a line through his last run. The danger to me is Red Bomber. I'm not mad about Taxi to the Moon. And if Truth comes into the race back to his best, then he's a runner. So it's a funny race. A lot of horses looking to recoup their reputation again. So
well,
let's hope it's the specialist.
I think now that the grass is lush and green, Taxi to the Moon, Tony's got him spot on. They'll go to the front and they won't smell him.
If he stays it, yes, I think he'll set the race up for the likes of the specialist.
Potentially, yeah, or he keeps rolling, right?
Correct.
Okay. Great race, the next race, because Striker's potentially second winner of the day. How well has this horse come after gelding, Charlie? Yo,
that is a serious race.
He's a serious racehorse, let's say. So here's the thing. Let's stir it up a bit. This horse is only rated 10 points higher than one Stripe. Something's wrong.
But we know the handicappers rate the young horses too high,
Something's
early.
Wrong. Yeah, absolutely.
So I think we got to look past that.
Okay, we'll forgive and forget.
So we'll forgive and forget.
8-10 Striker, you're riding the favourite, the people's banker on the day.
Well, I think he's the best handicap horse in the race, and he's done everything right. But look, the horses are not far behind. I mean, Golden Sickle, she's like right there on form, on merit rating. Magic Tattoo's done quite well. But I mean, if everything goes well with Dice, we're hoping that he's good enough to beat this field, because obviously, I think from here, Lucky will probably find a feature race, you know, and hopefully he wins this well again and goes to another feature.
Yeah.
Got to be the horse to beat.
For me, the main danger is Time for Orchids.
Yeah.
I like it also.
But the rating, the merit rating doesn't say so.
No, the merit rating doesn't say so, but he's rated 110. She does get the 1.5 kilos off.
Correct.
So he's down to 53, or she's down to 53. Yeah, she's still a little bit under sufferance. But this is a great race, by the way. 8-10's, look, he's a good horse, this. I think he could win 4 in a row, 5, 6 in a row. He's a fantastic sprinter. He's always been a good sprinter. But for me, the danger's Time for Orchids.
I think you got to tip your hat to Lucky. He's picked this horse's
fights.
Yeah, what's the word? Campaign. He's picked his campaign superbly. And I think he's very hard to beat. I Am Giant at best. I mean, looks like it may need it, but that trainer gets him back from any time. Well, so hard to beat, eh? And if you do beat him, it could be any one of 4.
Yeah, I agree. But I think Pierre will win it. I mean, Pierre's relationship with this horse and with Lucky going back to JJ days and more.
I just think the horse, since it's being gelded,
because he's improved, though.
He sits, he settles, he comes with his run.
What are you feeling on top?
Not a difficult ride anymore.
No, he's a machine. He's strong. You're almost scared in the sense that if he just makes up his mind and decides to go with you, he's going to go. You're not going to be able to stop him. So luckily, he's a sensible horse. He's a nice horse to ride. Last time he flew the gate, which was a bonus because we were in front. But sometimes he tends to just miss a break, and then you've got to play catch up, which is what we don't want.
That's what I said now. He's now become an easier horse to ride. You know, you can either jump and go, or if he settles in, he comes to the rattle.
Yeah.
I think very, very hard to
Very
beat.
hard to beat, and the people will be cheering on the banker of the day. Right, let's move on to race number 7. A race with a great name. For us older guys, we remember Ipitombi. This is a great race. Possibly not the strongest renewal we've had, but it's a good Group 2. Lance, do you want to hoy the first arrows here?
Yes, I do. I want to make a statement that the 3-year-old fillies are better than the 3-year-old colts.
Okay.
I think you'll find going through the season that the 3-year-old fillies will do better in open company than the colts will. And, you know, it's not something that I just thought up. If you go back in the form, VJ's Angel as a young horse beat the colts in the 1600 on Gold Cup Day. And then obviously Quid Pro Quo beat what was supposedly a top 3-year-old in Greaterix. And VJ is not far behind. And then Fatal Flaw came from that form line and absolutely destroyed them. So this is where the younger 3-year-olds take on the older horses in the Ipitombi. And I think they'll fight it out. I think it's an out-and-out 2-horse race.
Okay. Are you doing a special on any of this stuff that we've discussed?
Yes, there's a promo code called Guineas.
Okay.
And the normal bonuses and this and that. But again, the net loss ratio, the net loss to a client is going to be boosted by 20%.
Okay. So I'll go second. I absolutely agree with Lance. Not only are the 3-year-old fillies superior, but VJ's getting 6 kilos from Silver Sanctuary. Yeah. Have you ever in your life? I mean, it's fantastic. Pierre's riding White Pearl. I think I know what he's going to say about White Pearl, but I'll let him do the talking. I think she'll be suited to the mile, funnily enough. And I think she can run a good race. But I think VJ's Angel, Fiery Pegasus will fight it out. It sounds boring, but I mean, even from that perspective, VJ's Angel is rated 12 points higher than Fiery Pegasus and only giving her 2 kilos. You guys have priced VJ's up at second favorite at 5-2. I'm thinking I'll flip-flop on Saturday, or on Monday, I beg your pardon. VJ's Angel for me, Tony to win the Grade 2 Ipitombi Mike de Kock Challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked VJ's Angel last time. She let me down, but I'll give her another chance. I think hard horse to beat. Fiery Pegasus ran actually a very good race last time out from a bad draw. Got over nicely and almost won. So I'm going to agree with you. Of the older horses, Silver Sanctuary would be the danger, just because he's run against Summer Cup horses and the best. White Pearl, yeah, clearly stated last time, cannot keep up with the pace over 1160 meters, and yet she opened up as a favorite. I guess she did start drifting, but it's like people don't really want to listen, you know. Like, I don't know, do we lie? We don't know everything, but we're not lying here. So we're trying her back over 1600. She has tried it before. She doesn't finish the race off. She only seems like a 1400 specialist. But being older now, we're hoping that she's got stronger and she might be able to enjoy the mile better now as she got stronger. In this type of field, very happy if she just finishes in the money. Can't see her winning though. You
can't see her winning, but Pierre, like, to be honest with you, I think she is the danger to VJ's Angel and Forest Pegasus. She ran 5.75 lengths off. Give me another. Awesome.
Yeah, something had to run second.
Fair enough. And we just, you know, that's why you're on the podcast, because you ride these things. You know what you're talking about.
I had a filly Ivy League run 3 lengths to give me another. She's now in foal to Lance.
Lance is doing well.
He ended up a bleeder. But having said that, I'm going out on a limb here. The 3-year-old fillies are too good for the older horses.
I think we're all in the same.
And they're getting weight. and the theory is going to be proven on Monday. And I'm confident. Pick 6, put 2 horses. I wouldn't bank a VJ's. The last run was too disappointing. I would put 2 of them in and confidently put 2 of them in. That's it.
Okay, right. Let's move on to race number 8, which turns Monday's pick 6 into a pick 4.
Well, what's the other banker?
Dice.
Oh yes. You might have to take a multiple pick 6. You can put 2 horses, a 3-year-old. You bank a Dice. You bank a main defender.
And they can take pick 6s with Soccer Shop, eh?
Yes, of course they can take it.
Brilliant. Well, this horse is 3 to 10. There's nothing else to discuss. He'll win. I'm glad he's dropping back down to the mile.
Me too.
I think he's a really, really good. We know he's a really good horse.
Top horse.
Top horse, over a mile, the right distance, the right field, overs, cadovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, banker. I mean, how can you go against him? He's got to be something wrong for him to get beat. But we know that he's racing. But he's a right horse on form and handicap.
He's a good horse. He's a good horse. Gavin knows him better. All the boxes will be ticked. Right, race 9.
Betting to me looks wrong here, boys. Even money.
Bequena
looks a bit tight for me. Coming off a bit of a rest.
Okay.
Horrible race, to be quite honest. The second favourite also beat Vibe SA. Not the greatest form.
No.
I like a horse quite strong, guys. It's
Do
called
you?
Big
Yo,
Boy Bruce.
so do I.
I know why you like it.
How do you guys find it?
You like it because it ran 3.5 lengths in front of that Ferrari of yours. So
I was disappointed with his last run,
so was I.
but in hindsight,
now he's back over the 6. Let me just check if he is back over the 6.
yeah,
I opened the book and when I saw it running, I said,
he's back over the 6.
Overs, Sky Dovers.
And have a look at this.
He's coming back in distance, Lance.
Yes, but his distance is 1,200. His distance is not more than 1,200 at the minute. We don't know in time.
Okay, so I like Big Boy Bruce as well. The average merit rating of his last race.
Seawolf, you see the Seawolf form?
Yeah.
Can You Dance came from there. There's about 4 winners from these 5.
Listen,
This is overs.
he's 7 to 1. He cannot start 7 to 1 on Saturday.
I don't think he can.
He
No.
can. He's a 9 to 2 shot, 4 to 1 shot.
Monday.
Monday. I keep saying Saturday. Sorry, Monday. So I don't. Even though we're together, we never discuss the podcast before we do the podcast. That's why it's so good and so organic, and sometimes we make mistakes. But I'm all over Big Boy Bruce, all over him.
When I opened the book, this was my exciting race, and then
So
when
we're
I
down
went
to
to the
pick 3.
betting,
We're down to pick 3 now.
I couldn't believe the price, and then I went not the price of the favorite. Then I went and I did the form, and I still don't believe the price of the favorite. You know, it just doesn't. Even money for me doesn't sit well.
No, I agree.
And not for me. I think good bet. I think if you're a Jar D'Amata punter who likes each ways, this is your bet.
Yeah. What about you?
Yes, I think you guys found a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a tough race. There's some unknowns, Bequena and 1 or 2 others. But this was Big Boy Bruce finished behind Confederate. I know it was 6 lengths, but Confederate is a really nice horse. I liked him a lot when he won. So I think you're right.
Yeah, you broke up there a little bit. You broke up there a little bit.
I'm saying he ran behind Confederate, which is a very nice horse.
Yes.
So I think you guys are right. You found the right horse.
So I'm telling you, he's 11 to 10 to run in the first 3 with Lance. It's a no-brainer there.
Not for long. Though.
Not for long.
You're going to do your cash, Lance. You're going to do your cash,
No, not
Lance.
for long. No, I've looked at the race and
He's messaging head office.
yeah, I'm going to get hold of Jason. I'm on holiday here sipping cocktails, and I've just realized that this could be the wrong price.
Yeah, but listen, for our viewers, you don't care, right?
No.
Take the even money, Big Boy Bruce. Don't take the even money, Bequena.
That's our
So, sir, I mean, that's a
Well,
no-brainer.
Big Boy Bruce, you're going to get first 3.
You're 100%. Right. The last race on Monday, Reconciliation Day, we will let Pierre close us off.
Yo,
This is a
I'm-
gamble in this race. If you're punting in this race, you need to make a phone call. That's why Pierre
Yeah.
can go. Let him give us a whole.
We've got to practice responsible gaming, as it says on my website.
But Pierre's going to give us the whole. It's a handicap story, and therefore, go on.
yeah, I stick to the rules. I don't paint a pretty picture if it's not a pretty picture, So
Go on.
I'm probably gonna go with Twice as Wild, just because I think Grant's stable's in form. The filly ran last time a little bit disappointing, but before that, right just behind them. And now Rachel Venneker claims the 1.5 kilos. It must help. Drawn on the fairly good, drawn 8. So I'm gonna go with that as my value. What price is it?
5 to 1, that is, Pierre.
5 to 1. There we go. Okay.
Lance?
Well, that's 5 to 1 the field pretty much. Twice as Bold has run 9 times course and distance. Hasn't run first or second. And the favourites run 8 times course and distance. Dancing Dora hasn't run first or second. So this is an absolute nightmare of a race.
Yeah.
If we to tip the public to get out of it in this race, I wish him the best of luck. But under sufferance, drawn badly, I'm going to go for Lorena Habib and Captain Efficient.
Sure.
And it's very, very hard to tip a horse, drawn 13, but it's a 6 furlong. It's not a 7 furlong. And I think with Gavin up, it's a nice jockey track. And this horse is the horse that they're going to have to beat, in my opinion.
Sure. So my bet in the race, I'm not going to bet because Jason, your odds compiler, has spotted what I've spotted.
Yes.
And I was hoping he hadn't spotted it. And I was going to get 25 to 1 Trentino.
What did he spot? Enlighten us.
Listen, Barent knows what he's doing, eh? I can't believe you also got Trentino at 8 to 1. Jeez, because I mean that's so I've had to switch because I don't think he's an 8 to 1 shot. But
it's a blinker strike there.
At 20 to 1, which is what I thought he should have been. I mean, look what I don't know where Jason, he's a genius, this Jason, okay? I mean, this horse has been 50 to 1, 40 to 1, 16 to 1, 33 to 1. Jason's got him at 8 to 1. I think he's a big runner, this horse. He's a big runner. But I have to be honest, I wouldn't take 8 to 1. I think it's way too short. I think it's a tough race. Barney Bronckhorst has got 4 runners in the race. And I don't know which one of them is going to win. But do bookmakers not do that anymore? Like,
what's that?
Back either of Farney's horses at 14 to 10, and if that wins.
Well, I suppose you do it for a client. You just got to work out the percentages.
You just got to work the percentages out.
Listen, Jason is very, very good at what he does.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Did you know Trentino was 8 to 1?
No.
Can you believe it's 8 to 1?
But he's done his work. You know that he priced up a horse, and I said to him, "Are you mad? Everybody else has got it 20 to 1. Don't cry for me on the last race of the day."
Yes.
It traded 4 to 1 on the day. Don't cry for me.
Yeah.
And there was 20 to 1 out there with a host of bookmakers.
Yeah. So I think Farney will win the race. And based on draw, I'm going to go with an outsider called 7 to 1. I'd rather take each way Delphi Dance at 7 to 1 than each way Trentino at 8 to 1. Even though I thought Trentino was the right one, but at 20 to 1. So I'm going for Delphi Dancer in the last. But watch Trentino.
Okay, gents, just to end, you know the promo code is Guinea. For the new customers, you put the name Guineas in capitals, you'll get your bonuses. Any loser on the day, sport and racing, net loser will get 20% of his money back, not 10. And happy punting.
Great podcast again. We are getting so popular. The numbers are through the roof. Keep supporting us. Watch it on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. And thanks, Pierre. I'll see you Saturday.
Alrighty, all the best.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, Lance.
Pierre. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.